Hello everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play series of Avadon 3, The Warborn. This is a party-based old-school RPG done by Spiderweb Software, and it is gonna release on the next September the 14th for PC, Mac, and iPad. I will have links for you in the description below if you want to get it for yourself. So basically, Avadon 3, like the other games from Spiderweb Games, is an RPG that features a lot of freedom of choice in the paths that we can take through the dungeons and through the game itself. I personally have started the original Geneforge 4, which was the first one I played from them, and as well as a Vernum 1, I believe, but unfortunately I never finished any one of their games. The good thing is, Avadon 3's story is fairly self-contained, or should be anyway, so it should be fine if, like me, you don't know how the previous games went. Now, I have a brief synopsis of how it is. Basically, this here, or I suppose this here, is the Black Fortress. Basically how it goes, and we're gonna get introduced to the world soon enough, I suppose. I haven't started the game yet, so, well, we'll see how things go. But basically, there's, in the middle of the huge continent that the game takes place, there's a group of countries that are called the Pact. And those countries, they have the Black Fortress at their middle that protects the well-being of the Pact and basically eliminates any enemies of the Pact, which are basically all countries around the Pact. In the first game, we are sent to the Black Fortress called Avadon. That's what gives the game its name, and we are one of the hands, which is basically a person that works there, and you can be a fighter, you can be whatever, and we need to go around and, well, things are not as they seem at first, and, well, we get to the bottom of it. I never did, because I never finished the game. The second game, starts with this castle over here being completely invaded. It's called Avadon 2, The Corruption, I believe, and I don't know how the story goes. Now, as for the third game, I guess we'll find out. Let's start a new game, and we have 5 classes to choose from. So we have the Blade Master, we have the Shadow Walker, the Shaman, the Sorcerer, and the Tinker Mage. Okay, so I know the Blade Master, the Shadow Walker, and the Sorcerer, but not these ones. Let's see. The Shaman has dedicated his life to nature, and nature in return has rewarded him with great power. He can use his connection to the wilds to heal and bless his allies, and when angered, he can call wind, lightning, and fire to devastate those who challenge him. Shaman is rarely alone. He can call wolves or eventually drakes to serve and protect him. And he also has a unique ability to heal wounded allies. That's an interesting one. Doesn't the Sorcerer do that? I don't remember. The Tinker Mage, on the other hand, what the hell is that? The Tinker Mage is a mechanical master, able to use his skills to make powerful weapons and to construct turrets to destroy foes. The Tinker Mage can shoot lethal razor discs from his wrist flinger, and disarm traps and pick locks with great ease. The Tinker Mage can make a deadly turret and then use his projectiles to pull foes into range and freeze them in place. Applied engineering at its finest. That's also a nice, interesting thing. Now, lockpicking, it might seem, well, I'm not an expert in the game, but it might seem like, okay, if I want to pick locks, I need to go with either this guy or the Shadow Walker over here, because he also can pick disarm traps and pick locks. But everybody can, in my experience. The first time I played Avadon 1, I started with a Blade Master. He can also pick locks, but he needs to use more locks than usual. We can also choose our gender, which is something I think was missing from the original game, the Avadon 1, which is what I was playing a few months ago. So let's see. I'm gonna go with the Shaman here, and I'm gonna be a male. Let's see how how she looks. Over here, we got a default female, or is that how it... she looks nice. Like the blue, I really do. Yeah, okay, so we have the Sorcerer here, and the Sorceress, and the Tinker Mage. Oh, she looks badass. Look at her. I like those leather pants. But anyway, let's go with the male Shaman, and it's gonna be called Sulik. And that's a reference, of course. Let's go. So, difficulty, I've been thinking about this. I want to go hard. The game shouldn't be too extremely hard, and later on we can change it. So I'm gonna start with hard, and I think at the beginning the game is gonna be relatively okay, even in hard. I have personally played in normal only, all the games, but I always found them relatively easy at the beginning, so let's go with that one. You are a hand of Avadon, as I said, one of the people that work in there, I suppose. A mighty warrior trusted to defend the Pact. The Pact is an alliance of 5 nations banded together for safety. The farmland enemies of the Pact surround it on all sides. These are nations of barbarians, raiders, titans, and fated, jealous empires, all waiting for a sign of weakness. They're doing more than waiting, to be honest. The Pact had one purpose: survival. By crushing the farlands and, did I say farmlands before? The farlands and keeping them weak and divided, the Alliance functioned for centuries. Then, the Age of Chaos began. The farlands banded together and attacked in unison, pouring over the border and inflicting enormous devastation. For 3 years, you have fought to hold back the hordes. Armies have fallen, cities have burned. Once the Pact being this weak would be unthinkable, the Pact had a protector determined to root out those who would weaken it: Avadon, the Black Fortress. Warriors of Avadon such as you watched over the 5 nations of the Pact. When anyone acted to harm the peace and tranquility of the Pact, Avadon destroyed them. Its power was without limit. Its word was the law. And it's actually a very important aspect of this. Basically, they can do everything. And I do mean everything. They can go to like extremes in terms of torture and just absolute cruelty regarding the enemies of the Pact, or anyway the perceived enemies of the Pact. And yeah, things can be pretty dark here. Avadon has watched over the Pact for 3 centuries. Its warriors wield the finest weapons. Its wizards are allowed to learn the most powerful spells, and the keeper of the Black Fortress, Redbeard, directed them all. Then, Avadon was nearly destroyed in a surprise attack. Its warriors were hunted down. Redbeard was driven out. Without Avadon's guidance and protection, the Pact struggles to stay strong and united. You are one of these few fighting to help. One of those few fighting to help Avadon survive. You are a hand of Avadon, a warrior and enforcer. Your authority is almost without limit. Your word is law. You are in one of the most violent lands. You are on the border with Chimeria, one of the far lands, full of stone fortresses and brutal warriors. You hunt the hostile Chimerians as best you can without reinforcements, supplies, or guidance from Avadon. You have just woken up in your quarters. You are stationed in Camp Nightshade, one of Avadon's few remaining small fortresses on the border with the enemy farlands. You are bruised and exhausted from constant patrols and skirmishes, but rest is unlikely. It is time to rise and receive your orders for the day, risking all to be held back. What? Risking all to hold back? Yeah, to hold back the unending waves of invaders. I apologize because this font is pretty tricky to read. It's a little bit better in the game, but this is the map, as you can tell. I hope the game doesn't remove this. The 5 nations... Oh, it did. Ah, well. Yeah, but you can pause and see the map. So here we are. This is our roster. We're gonna get friends, and for right now, you roll out of bed ready for another day of war. As a hand, you have a lot of freedom. You can scout, you can grab some soldiers and raid a Chimerian settlement. You can even check in your commander and see if she has guidance for you. You haven't received orders, let alone supplies or reinforcements from Avadon in months. Your job is to do all you can with what little you have. Okay. Let's get going with this. As you wake up, your vision unblurs. You see that someone left something for you in the night. It's a rare pleasant surprise. Someone finally brought you a new cloak you've been trying to get. It's waiting for you on the table to the north. Yep, there it is. Okay, so to pick things up, you just click I. It puts that in your inventory, and now it tells me where to go. That's pretty cool. Now, you have the cloak. Click here to have your cloak equipped. Can I put it here? I thought I needed to put it on the slot, because you can put it... Oh, you can. No, that's great. So we got plus 30% armor and a little bit of weight on us. It's an awkward fit, but the cloak will prepare you for a harsh Chimerian winter. Time to go out and look for something to do. Yes, nobody's watching you now, but one day you might have to answer to Avadon for your actions, or lack of them. To open a door, search a box, or use any other object selected. I know how the game works. Now, if you're wondering why everything is small, well... That's just how the game is. You can play it in lower resolutions if you want. I decided against it because I didn't want to screw things up. And yeah, so this is the map. You can press tab to look at the map. We only have our room presently. And everything is small. The detail is actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Well, maybe I'll try lowering the resolution for a little bit in a new episode of the future, but we'll see how things go. So apparently it seems that this is not just a cabin. It looks like, let me see if the map, it doesn't tell me the name of the map. So let's see if I have something here. On the ground, we don't have anything there. We don't have anything there. This doesn't lead anywhere. What is that? I wonder what that is. Let's go down here. And if you press, let's see, press these buttons to use items. So surprisingly, more supplies have been left for you. A flask sits on a nearby table. The shape of the flask identifies it as one of Hand Saz's healing brews. 2 pieces of new equipment in 1 day? Unheard of. There's the storeroom to the east. It's been mostly empty for months. Who knows? Maybe something handy has appeared there overnight. So I need to get the potion. Once it's on your pack, you can press the star button to use it. You can use the scrolls and lamps in the same way. Missile weapons for you to equip are in the next room. Yes, you just said that. So if I press shift, if I press shift, it highlights my character. Can I press any other key to... No. That thing is not highlightable, but I think shift highlights the usable items, like the doors and all this sort of stuff. Or is it tab? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So let's see, I got a potion of health. I can put it over here on the quick use slots, and that's a very, very easy way to do that. Let's go over here, I believe. Okay, I opened it. Is there somebody? Nope, there's nobody over there. And I have more things over here, surprisingly enough. We got ourselves an iron javelin, short bow, and an iron razor disc. Okay, I'm a shaman. I need spells. Let's see, look at our, not quest journal, look at our spell abilities over there. So we got ourselves a healing chant that summons the power of a nature to heal 1 ally. Does it heal me? I suppose it might. Summons the power of nature to heal and haste your pet. Okay, so we got a pet. Call Wolf. Summons a wolf from the wilds to fight beside you based on your intelligence. So 10 turns to so 20 turns to recover. It lasts for 10 turns. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna use it only on combat. So let's see. We got a few things. I might go with a bow to use. I think that might be... I can't equip that item? Why not? Shadow... Oh, it's only for warriors. Dang it. Or not just warriors, the mage also can use it. So we can only use the iron javelin right now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll see how things go. There's nothing else for us, is there? Nope, there's not. Okay, we're gonna keep that because we might find a way to sell that, and yeah, we'll see how about that. Oh. As you emerge into the chilly morning, you see Torch hobble towards you. Torch apparently is this guy. You don't know his real name since you arrived in Camp Nightshade. Everyone's only ever called him Torch. He's not a hand of Avadon, just a packed soldier assigned to defend the Avadon outpost. He's been here for a long time, and he has the scars to show it. He's too old and damaged to be sent out on most patrols. He's usually here at home, all helping out. He waves to you as you approach. Hi, Sulik. Just coming out with the news of the day. Actual surprise today. Surprise? Actual news from Avadon? Ah, no. That much of a surprise. No, not that much of a surprise. Still nothing from our masters. It's just that Commander Cerise wishes to give you your guidance in person today. Is that bad news? Nah, not for me. I just try to keep the commander from not noticing me. It's how I'm still alive instead of just broken down. Well, I guess I should be going then. Let me use the number keys here. It's a little bit better than clicking the letters. Torch turns slowly, wincing when his weight lands on his right leg. Old wounds are hurting. You move on ahead, I'll hobble behind. I'm sure you want to hurry and get your guidance. You now have a quest to find a commander and get your first mission. Your destination will be marked on the map. By the way, why do they call you Torch? Torch? He seems saddened by the question. Chimerian village attacked pack travelers a decade back. I was part of the punishment team. Went into the village. Pretty poor there. Their buildings were mostly wood. I had to get their attention. Got my nickname because of that. Hope you have a better day than that. Have to go. And he hobbles off. Well, now we know. So we need to report to Cerise. Apparently it's right there on the map. That's good. Let's go back though, because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because that thing over there, I wonder what that is for. I don't think it is going to be anything. Okay, let's maybe. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is for. You get in through here. Should be easy enough, right? Oh, looks like a mine. Oh, that's probably a good sign. So let's see. I got myself a bowl of spoons and stuff, plates and all that sort of stuff. You don't need that. We got ourselves something here on the floor. What is that? That's actually pretty good. A couple of bags of coal. You can sell those. They have value anyway. And we got some stuff back here. Ooh, okay. Do we have anything over here? We got a wooden shield. Look at that. Can I equip it? I can. Fantastic. And over there, I can use this. We got a medal earned. Oh, it's yeah, the game has a medal system. It's basically an achievement. Okay. Well, I don't really care for those, but let's see what we have here. You find a concealed button and press it. You hear some grinding on stone. I wonder what that means. We got a clay pot over there. That's gonna be the most of the looting done. Is just gonna be pressing I. As you play these games, you usually just have the I key all constantly on. Oh, animal skins, nice. Constantly under your thumb or your whatever, your finger. So over here we got ourselves a chainmail that I'll take and a sage's rod. I can use that. Oh, that's good. That's good because I will use that because that thing is ranged rather than melee, and I would rather have my wolf fight for me, and, well, we'll see how that goes later. So over here it doesn't have anything. The grinding on stone, I wonder what that does. Oh, that opens that one. Okay, that's easy enough. The door is locked. You need, enough, you don't have enough, so you need 3 lockpicks, because we are pretty bad at lockpicking, so, yeah. That's that. Let's go out and, meet this guy. Do I need to click? No, I don't. So let's go down to the south, or I guess... Actually, we're going down that way, so that would be east. We're going east, I believe. Is that how we... Yeah, I think that's how it is. We got a cow over there. But nothing really... Oh, trowels. Check these houses here. Okay. I wonder what this is. Looks like a finding ground or something. We got ourselves a whip, some shackles. I say finding ground, but there's probably a torture room or something. Okay, we don't have anything here. So, but this door, the door is locked. Okay. Could it be picked? It's too complicated to be picked. Okay. Is it because I suck, or is it because it's the special law? Yeah, it might be a special door or something. Or because I suck. You never know. So, let's go. I'm eager to find some new guys to join in my party. That's gonna be important. Over here, we got a Nightshade guard. Is it... No, this is not where we want to go. A guard stops you when you try to enter the workshop. I'm sorry, Hand. Commander Cerise doesn't want you to enter until she has spoken with you. Oh, and she wants to speak with you. The guard isn't a hand. You could easily shove him aside, but you decide not to cause trouble. It's been such a nice, quiet day. Well, how about I decide to cause trouble right now? Anyway, the game is pointing me in the direction of Cerise, Commander Cerise or whatever, so maybe we should take care of that. So this is... Let me look at the map here. So this is the underground cells. Where's report to Cerise? Down there. I think it's down there. So let's go. Ooh. You pass the stream and approach the main entrance of Camp Nightshade. As usual, it is quiet and underpopulated and intense. Your camp has much terrain to control and few resources to do it. It's a pretty serious place. You take your familiar walk to the commander's office to get your guidance. Most of the facilities are burrowed into the walls of this remote ravine. The commander is in its moldy warren to the southwest. So I would imagine... over there. I suppose so. Okay, we got a Nightshade guard over here that doesn't say anything. And we are here, Commander's office. Keep moving. I am guidance, says that woman. Commander Chimera is active. Okay, can I take your stuff? Let me also save the game just in case. You press F3 to save and F4 to load. I'm probably gonna want to switch those around later because that's pretty dangerous. Let's see if I can get something from here. We got some scales. You can take this item. It isn't yours, and its owner would see you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. As part of your routine, you approach the desk of Commander Cerise. Like most of the warriors here, she is a soldier of the Pact, not a full hand of Avadon. Wounds from past battles limit her ability to stray far from the camp. As you approach, she is making notes on a scroll with her right hand. Her left hand was burned into a claw by a spell years before, though this has not hampered her leadership skills or her ability to cast powerful magic herself. She consults her scroll as you approach. Ah, Sulik, yes, I have guidance for you. Urgent. Unusual. She seems even more nervous than usual today. You seem ill at ease, Commander. Cerise leans back into her seat, sighs, and looks across at you. It is difficult to command a fort when all of you hands are not under my command. You are above the law. My law. But that is not what I am nervous. Something is going on. What is happening? I'm getting messages from Avadon. New hands are coming, and I am getting orders. I am warning you, you should be prepared for action. Well, okay, so I have another question. Commander Cerise smiles and tries to seem at ease, but even the most hardened soldier fears a hand of Avadon. What is it, Sulik? Do you need help with your guidance? Yes, so I'd like to know more about you, maybe. I am a mage from the Kellam. I joined the army to protect the Pact. I was good at my job. Redbeard heard of me. He decided that I would serve here. Be useful. Useful how? Well, she looks at her ruined hand. Well, sometimes I fight. Mostly I create a base for you so you don't have to worry about the petty details of life. Then you can go out and do your harsh work. Also give guidance when there are no fresh orders from Avadon. So why did you not become a hand? She doesn't need to think about it. I wasn't willing to take on the responsibility. I like the comfort of getting orders. I don't want to make all the grim choices hands have to. Yeah, so how do you decide what guidance to give? Avadon wants the pack to be strong and stable. I do too. I look around and see what would make Avadon stronger. Then I make suggestions. Guidance. And what would happen if I didn't follow your guidance? Nothing, I suppose. You are a hand of Avadon. Your word is law, as they always say. She sounds tired. She's given this little speech to many young hands before you. However, I'm here because the Keeper of Avadon trusts me. If you ignore my advice and something goes wrong, you'll have to answer to your harsh master. I find this provides the hands great motivation to respect me. Okay, so what guidance do you have for me today, Commander? Cerise shudders. Serious guidance, she says. The sort it might be unwise to neglect. The gaze of Avadon is on us. We have received word from the Black Fortress. 2 new hands have arrived. You have an actual message from Avadon? Yes, for the first time in months. Me, I'm nervous. You should be afraid. Who are the new hands? Their names are Nathali and Avadon. They are in the hand camp. This is a short walk to the east. I have barely spoken to them. They are as agitated as I am. They asked me to send you to speak with them before I give you more guidance. Please do so. I don't want any angry ends. I think you will be working together. Oh, that's good. I was saying that I wanted new companions. Well, that's great. So let's see. So I can say goodbye. So who are the new hands? Their name? Yeah, okay. So you have actual. So I can. Yeah, that's all for now. I could press the lower left, whatever, the lower right thing, but whatever. Avadon has begun to take new interest in lowly Camp Nightshade. Commander Cerise has received orders from the Black Fortress, and she needs your help. 2 new hands have arrived from Avadon. Their names are Nathali and Avadon, and they are in the hand camp. Get over there and meet them. Okay, that's easy enough. Can I go in there? Probably not. I can. Or is this the hand camp? I don't think so. Let's see if I can get something from here. We can get some ale if we wanted to, but I'm not really interested. I see a red thing over there. A fine cloak. I would rather have that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna keep that one because it is kind of valuable. And a thread. I'm pretty sure you don't have... We got a guard over there. I'm pretty sure you don't have crafting in this game. I never did it in Avadon 1. This book is about the Far Lands. This entry has been added to your codex, which you can read later. Actually, that's pretty easy. Press J. Or you should press J. But that's the one. And you have the codex over here, and it tells you about all the things. So these are the Far Lands. If you guys are interested in reading about them, you go on and read that. It's an interesting read, I am sure. Or maybe not. Well, it's the Far Lands. How interesting can it be? Really? We have a few things over here. Oh, got somebody over there. I'm pressing the wrong keys. Shift is the key. We got a fire over there, and we got a few guards looking at this thing. Is that a bathroom or something? I have no idea what that is all about. But anyway, let's get out. Let's go to the camp. And I suppose the camp is out here. Cerise's guidance, that's the one. So Commander Cerise is over there, and we need to go. Let's go this way. Let's see if they've got some booze over there. A rope. I'm gonna take one. What happened? Oh, I put it on the junk bar. Yeah, I pressed control. You can press control to get rid of things. Yeah, it's all fine. So let's go this way and see if we can find ourselves Avadon over there. And oh, this is the hand encampment. Every Avadon camp has one. This is where visiting hands rest, prepare their gear, and wait for new work. When outsiders want to hire hands to do whatever, it's good to have them in one place. It's been pretty empty for the last year. That's why you are surprised to see new hands here: a sorceress and a shadow walker. They are both absorbed in their work. Well, it's great that we didn't pick either one of those classes then. So we have Hokan over there, and then we have Nathali. I think I know her name. Is she the one from Avadon 1? I think so. She looks like she's one. Huh. I might be wrong, though. I'll have to check. I'll leave a comment down below to tell you whether or not she is. But anyway, you meet one of the 2 hands who have just arrived at Camp Nightshade. She's a Kellum mage. She is only slightly older than you, but she seems much older. Part of this is because of her wounds. She moves as if she has been in many battles. Yeah, she has. And she's pretty young, actually. She was, I think, 20 or 19 or 20-something. 20, a few. in the first game, if she is indeed the first one, and I believe she is. Part of this is because of her wound. She moves as if she has been in many battles. Her left arm bears a savage burn, very similar to the one Commander Cerise has. She points at the chair opposite from you. She looks at you when you sit, but she barely seems interested. Hello, are you the hand I will be helping? Sorry, I have been passed around to so many hands, you see. Let's make the introductions. I'm Nathali. Well, Commander Cerise told me to find you. Then you are Sulik. Cerise told me about you. She seems competent. She's also tormented by a wound like mine. I can sympathize. Anyway, I'm Nathali. I am a sorceress, and I have a lot of experience. If you need my help, I'm here. So how did you burn your hands, Nathali? Fighting a drake. A clever one, which trapped me with a spell. It's a long story. Happened years ago. It's a very common wound for sorceresses in war, though. She holds out her hand before her. We always fight like this. Makes sense, yes? Anyway, what do you want? So are you a hand of Avadon? I am. I have been since well before the Age of Chaos. I have even served Red Beer directly. My record is strong. I do very well with what little I am allowed. So how long have you been a hand? I was accepted into the service of Avadon in 6312. That means she became a hand when still in her mid-teens. Oh yeah, okay, so I was wrong. She was even younger than I thought. Extremely young, as if she senses your thoughts, she says, I showed a lot of promise when I was very young. Don't worry. Nobody thinks I have great potential anymore. Why is that? Anyway, where have you served? I have been in every state of the Pact and every far land. When I was in Avadon, they looked for any excuse to send me out again. I was training some recruits in Holklanda when I was to come here. And who told you to come? The order was unsigned. It bore the seal of Avadon. He told me to come here immediately. I did not question it. The training was boring me, so I was eager to leave. Yeah, so, what can you do for me? I can summon searing flames or cloud the minds of our foes. However, I function best at a distance. If some big warrior types aren't keeping the enemy away, you will find that I won't be very useful, because I will be dead. Yeah, so, that's all I need for now. Nathali nods. I will resume my studies. These scrolls are all I am allowed, so I will do what I can with them. Okay, and the conversation ends. And she is one of the two companions, I suppose, that we are going to be giving. So much like the beginning of Avadon 1, Botan is over here, and we're going to get to meet him next episode because we're out of time for today. So I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Avadon 3. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel for lots of RPG goodness and other games that I play as well. But above all, above everything else, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.